So this was my skin back in December of 2010, and I decided I wanted to share with you guys a few photos of what my skin looked like before my treatment.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie, and today I am here with a new video. I believe many of you guys have followed us since the beginning and my blog since the beginning, and if you have, you know that I suffer with acne. I suffered with severe acne when I was in high school. And so a lot of people, I get asked all the time what I did to clear my skin. And even to this day, people will look back on some of my older videos where I talk about my acne and ask me what did I do to clear up my skin, because my skin looks really, really good. And my skin isn't perfect. I still break out and get blemishes every now and then, but I do have a routine that I use, and I am going to share with you guys what I did a few years back to help clear up my acne. So hopefully you guys might get inspired to visit a dermatologist or pick up some of these products. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing that I used a few years back to clear up my acne, and still to this day use religiously every single day, is a 10% benzoyl peroxide face wash. And it is extremely strong, and if you do go out and purchase a 10% benzoyl peroxide face wash, I would recommend starting off using it once a day. And so the one I use is Penoxyl. You can buy this over the counter at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS. I was actually given Benzoderm as my first one, but this is exactly the same. But Benzoderm you have to get at a dermatologist's office or order online. So this is the one I use, and I use this twice a day. My skin hasn't become tolerant to it because I can still use it and it still keeps my skin clear, but at first it was extremely drying, and I went off of this for a while and my skin kind of went back to breaking out more often than before. So I'm on this twice a day and I really like it. It doesn't really have a scent to it. It foams, so it feels like it's working, and I think it's about, I would say $8 to $9, but this lasts for a really long time because you only use like a pea size for your entire face. So I would strongly recommend using this or trying this out if you haven't already. So the next product kind of goes hand in hand with using such a strong face wash. You have to follow up with a moisturizer. And my moisturizer of choice has always been, for the past probably 3 years, is the Olay Complete. And I like it because it doesn't leave my face feeling extremely greasy afterwards, and it really sinks into my skin. It does have a scent. They have the unscented version and they have the version for sensitive skin, but I kind of like the scent to it. And so this I think is about $6 at Walgreens. You can get it at CVS or Walmart, whichever, but always follow up with a moisturizer even if you have oily skin, because the moisturizer puts back in nutrients and things that your skin is missing. And you don't want to let your skin overproduce oil when you're using a really strong benzoyl peroxide face wash, so definitely follow up with a moisturizer. So the next thing that I use to clear up my skin way back in the day, I actually don't have physically with me, but it was the antibiotic doxycycline. And this you can only get prescribed from your doctor or a dermatologist. And the dermatologist that I saw prescribed doxycycline twice a day, which is an oral antibiotic, and it really did wonders for my skin. It really helped clear up existing acne, and when I was taking it, I didn't get any acne at all. The only thing about taking antibiotics is that it also kills the good bacteria that's in your body, so you don't want to stay on them for a prolonged period of time. And I was one of those people that was addicted to taking the antibiotics because it kept my skin clear, but it was also at the same time doing damage to my body. So I stopped taking them, and I'm no longer taking them. Antibiotics are a good quick fix, like I said, but you can't stay on them for your entire life. Well, I mean, you can, and I know people that are, but it's just not good for you. So I would consult with your doctor or dermatologist if that's the route you do want to take, and see if that is something that you should possibly try out. That was something that really helped me and helped clear up my acne, so I just thought I would share that with you guys. Okay, so the next product is what I used once my acne was completely clear and I was left with hyperpigmentation and discoloration all over my face. And makeup can sometimes cover it, concealer can sometimes cover it, but there's those days that you want to go makeup free and your skin is all splotchy and discolored. but it is Porcelana, and this is basically a skin lightening cream or a skin whitening cream. I didn't do any research on this product before I started using it, which I should have, because I was using this every night on my skin on my entire face, which led my skin on my face to be significantly lighter than the rest of my body, which I still have problems with today because I don't want to tan my face ever. And so my skin on my face is really, really pale white, and then the rest of my body is tan. And that was from using this every night for probably about 6 months. And it did fade the hyperpigmentation and the discoloration. It takes some time. It worked for me. Definitely do your research on this product if you are going to be putting these ingredients on your skin before you go out and buy it and use it. I think this is about $8.99 at Walgreens, and it comes in the nighttime version or the daytime version. This is what I did to lighten and basically my entire face. Now what I do is I only put this on dark spots from acne that I've picked at or blemishes that I've popped that leave some hyperpigmentation. I'll put some like as a spot treatment on those little spots, but I will not put it on my entire face like I did before. So the next product I also swear by, it's one of my holy grail products, and if you're on like makeupalley.com, that's what like everybody says like is their holy grail product. This is one of mine, and it is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Stress Control 3-in-1 Triple Action Toner. So I use this after I cleanse, but before I moisturize, and I just put this on like a cotton ball or a cotton pad and wipe it over my face. The thing about this is that it is 2% salicylic acid, so it's also, or it can also be drying on top of the 10% benzoyl peroxide wash. What I like about this though is it helps with the inflammation and the redness of pimples. It also helps relieve, it says it's like a stress reliever, so it helps emerging breakouts disappear faster. I think it's about maybe $5 at Walmart. I've gone through probably, I want to say 3 bottles of this. I always rebuy it because I feel like when I don't use it, I break out more. I don't know, maybe if it's just anxiety over not having it or whatnot, but I love this. I would definitely check this out. It's extremely reasonable. So the 3-in-1 toner is a toner that I use when I'm breaking out, when it's around that time of the month, or when I'm stressed and I'm having some breakouts, to help calm down the redness and the inflammation. When my skin is, for the most part, pretty clear, I use a different toner, and that is the Dickinson's Witch Hazel Toner. What I've noticed from using this toner is that my pores are getting smaller, and that it also helps even out the tone of my skin. The dark spots that I still do have, even some of the older ones that haven't faded with other products, are fading, and it's not drying like the salicylic acid one can be. And so I use this once in the morning and once at night. It helps get off any excess makeup or residue that didn't come off when I was cleaning it with my cleaning my face off with my Clarisonic, which I also like. And I bought this first because I had a coupon to get it for free, and now I will totally always buy this. I think it's $5 for this big container, and I've had this for I think about 2 months now. And so I would definitely recommend trying it out. It's all natural, it's oil free, it won't clog your pores. So once my acne was clear, I had my skin lightened and whitened. I stopped using the Porcelana for a long time, and then I noticed that my skin was becoming extremely dull, and the hyperpigmentation wasn't necessarily getting worse, but it wasn't getting any better since I stopped lightening it. So for the new breakouts I would get, they would leave dark marks and hyperpigmentation. So I decided I wanted to try something new out, and I kind of just went on a whim. And so the first one that I bought was the Garnier Skin Renew Dark Spot Overnight Peel. And it's not said to overnight correct all of your dark spots. Overnight, it's supposed to help brighten your skin, help remove some of that dullness, which I noticed overnight that that's exactly what it did. And with use over the past, I want to say 2.5 months, I have noticed that some of my hyperpigmentation, the ones that were really bad right around here, that have started to disappear, which is crazy. Like, I never thought any of the hyperpigmentation I had over here would go away. And this has helped. It's gentle enough so that you can use it every single night instead of some of those other peels that you can only use once a week or once a month because they're so strong. It has a nice scent to it. It's not greasy. It soaks right up into your skin. So I really like this one. And I think this one was more expensive than this one, so I got this one for free. But this is the Skin Renew Dark Spot Corrector Clinical Moisturizer. So they're supposed to be used in conjunction with one another. I'm not really sure I like this moisturizer very much. I'll use this at night because it's sticky feeling. But I have noticed with the use of both of these that my skin has significantly seen results. For the price, I think this was like $16 and I got this one for free for both of these, and they've lasted me for 2.5 months already, and there's still a good amount of product in them. I think it was definitely well worth it and worth trying out. I don't know if I would buy this one again, but I would definitely buy this one again for sure, just to continue to brighten my skin and to continue to see the results that I am seeing. So the last item I'm going to share with you guys is another one of my holy grail items, and I believe Melissa has introduced you guys to some of her Mario Badescu products before. She is the one that introduced me to Mario Badescu and his product line, and I have fallen in love with this product, and it is the buffering lotion. And so I, maybe last month, the month before that, was breaking out in a few cystic pimples. I later come to find out, my doctor told me they were obviously hormonal and stress related, but they were really deep cystic boils, and I had a few on this cheek and I had a few on my forehead in between my eyebrows, and they were really painful, and I had never ever experienced acne like that before. And so I would try and squeeze them and pop them. I tried all of these home remedies for them, and it just ended up making them bigger and worse. And the thing with cystic acne is it's deep, deep in the pore, so you can't necessarily squeeze them out. You can try and bring them to a head, but it takes a long time. One day, I just saw this in the bathroom and I was like, okay, Melissa uses this and her skin is like basically clear all the time, and overnight, it makes all of her pimples go away. I'm gonna just try this on one of my big, ginormous cysts on my face to see what happens. And it burns a little bit, but I kid you not, the next day, the pimple was like halfway gone. It didn't clear overnight, but it had reduced the redness, the size had like significantly gotten smaller. And so I used this for a few more days and it cleared up the cystic acne that was on my cheek and that was on my forehead and in between my eyebrows, and I have loved this since then. Whenever I start getting a few little breakouts under the skin, the ones that don't really come to the surface, I get them a lot on my forehead because of my eating habits, I'll use this and it will clear them up within like 1 to 2 days. So definitely something I would recommend trying out. It is extremely drying, so make sure you moisturize after you put this on. I live by this. I love this product. I love Mario Badescu products. So if you have cystic acne, if you're struggling with cystic acne, I would definitely recommend trying this out to see if it works for you. It's relatively, I don't want to say inexpensive, but for what it does, and you only use a tiny amount on a Q-tip, it lasts a really long time. I think it's $14 for this. But you can get it in a kit, so I think it would be better if you bought it in a kit if you're looking to save a few bucks. But definitely try this out for cystic acne because this is what helped clear mine up. Alright guys, so those have been the products that I use to help clear up my acne, the products that I use now to maintain my skin. I hope you guys got something out of it, thought it was a bit informative. If you guys have any other questions regarding my acne or the products mentioned in this video, feel free to leave a comment down below and I will try and get back to as many of them as I can. You can also send us a question on Twitter or send me a message on Tumblr. I'm always available there. So I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you guys next time. Bye!